Episode 264, ChatGPT's new image generator.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI 6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Are we finally at the point where we can use AI to generate images for marketing and comms? Not just for fun, not just for messing about, but for actual professional use. That's the question I want to answer today because OpenAI has gifted us a significant update to ChatGPT's image capabilities. It dropped on December 16th and it's called GPT Image 1.5. Hello and welcome back to AI 6, the podcast that teaches you AI in just 6 minutes a day as we are nearing the end of the year. I hope you've been enjoying all of these episodes since we launched in February. So I want you to go ahead and to test ChatGPT's new image generator feature. I'm going to give you a prompt and then you can see its output and decide for yourself whether you think it's good enough for professional use. But before I give it to you, let's talk about what's changed and why this is an AI news story. Well, 3 things stand out. First of all, speed. OpenAI says it generates images up to 4 times faster than before, and it does, because I've tested it. Second, precision. This is the big one for marketing and comms people. I remember at the beginning of this year when creating Gen AI images, they couldn't get text right on images and they were pixelated and there was no way that you'd ever use it in any professional capacity. But now, their precision is absolutely precise. Third, text rendering. That is the other upgrade. Words now don't come out garbled and they make sense. So here's the prompt. Create a professional social media graphic for a government communications team announcing a new public consultation. Include the headline, "Have your say," in bold text. Use a clean, modern style with a blue and white colour scheme. The image should feel trustworthy and accessible, not corporate or cold. And if you jump onto my website and you look at the blog post associated with this podcast, you can see the result that I got. So what do I think? Well, for social media graphics, blog images, presentation visuals, maybe internal comms materials, this is genuinely useful. The speed means you can iterate quickly, the precision means you're not starting from scratch every time, and the text rendering means you can actually include headlines that are legible. I think I'll also use it as almost like an initial concept in my head that I then give to my graphic designer, Carlos. For brand critical work like campaigns or logo, I definitely would stay clear so far, but absolutely as we come to the end of 2025, ChatGPT has got its image generation game on. And there's another question I want to delve into because I always get asked this. Well, who owns the graphic, Joanne, if I use AI to create it? And let me break it into 2 parts. One, what OpenAI says, and secondly, what the law says, because they're not the same thing. OpenAI's terms of service are clear. They assign you ownership of what you create. Their exact words are, you own the output, and they transfer the rights they might have to you. So from OpenAI's perspective, the image is yours. You can use it commercially, you can sell it, you can put it on your marketing materials. But what does the law say? While OpenAI is giving you the ownership, it is not the same as copyright protection. In the US, the Copyright Office has been consistent. Copyright requires human authorship. If an image is generated entirely by AI with no substantial human creative input, it can't be copyrighted. It essentially sits in a kind of a public domain. In the EU and in Ireland, where I am, the position is similar. EU copyright law requires that a protected work must originate from the author's own intellectual creation. The Court of Justice has interpreted this to mean a natural person must be responsible for the creative choices. Works generated solely by machines without significant human intervention don't qualify for copyright protection. So what this means practically, you can use ChatGPT images for your work. OpenAI has given you permission, but you can't protect them. Someone else could take that same image and use it. You couldn't send them a cease and desist. It wouldn't stand up in court. So let's get experimenting with ChatGPT Image, because it is better, it is faster, and as comms people, we're naturally creative. So let's get it to work for us. If you've created some exciting visuals that you're using in your marketing and comms, send them to me. Send me a DM on LinkedIn or tag me on a post if you've been inspired by this podcast. And of course, when it comes to AI, you need to know it, you need to use it, and then absolutely you need to govern it. If you enjoyed this episode of AI 6, please share it with a pro that you know. And if you want to work with me in 2026, drop me an email to joanne@digitaltraining.ie. And don't forget, the perfect companion to this podcast is my 4th book, AI Playbook, now available wherever you like to buy your books and on my website, aimarketingplaybook.ie. That's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.